More news now. The victims of the Sikh temple massacre in Oak Creek are being remembered. A year ago on Monday, a white supremacist killed 6 worshipers and wounded 5 others. The observation of the solemn anniversary began today.
Commemorative events will run throughout the weekend, ending with a vigil Monday night. Annie Scholz is live at the federal courthouse where today's service for the 6 victims took place. Annie?
Yeah, Mike and Carol, today's ceremony is really just the beginning of several remembrances that will be happening over the next few days. Today, family members and dignitaries gathered here to reflect on what happened August 5th, 2012, the year that's been, and how we can and will move forward. Children of the Sikh Temple of Wisconsin serenading an audience of more than 200 people at the federal courthouse in Milwaukee Friday, gathered to remember the 6 victims of the Sikh Temple massacre last year.
We will never forget the August 5th tragedy that happened last year. That's a part of us.
Victims' families were joined by dignitaries including Senators Tammy Baldwin and Ron Johnson and U.S. District Attorney James Santel, who read the victims' names aloud.
Satwant Singh Kaleka, Paramjit Kaur, Parakash Singh, Ranjit Singh, Sita Singh, and Suveg Singh.
There was a common theme from every speaker.
It is an honor and privilege for me to be here with you today.
I could not be more humbled or honored to join you this afternoon.
I'm proud to represent Oak Creek, not as a scene of violence, but as a symbol of what one small community can do.
Family members lit a candle in honor of their lost loved one, and with a closing prayer, the message was clear. No act of hate can take away the faith and love of a community that stands together. And some of the victims' family members spoke with the media after today's ceremony. Hear from the son of the only woman killed in this massacre about what this year has been like without his mother. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Annie Scholz, today's TMJ4.
And Annie, we were also impressed with how so many of the victims' families responded after that tragedy. Are they talking about how they're holding up today? Because I'm sure reality set in just moments after all of this happened.
Yes, Carol, they are. And, they talk a little bit about, this year has been a real roller coaster, is what one gentleman called it. A lot of emotions, good, bad, none of them anger, actually, which is so impressive. And as we also are reflecting on this, we were a part of that a year ago. I think it's so impressive that the gunman's name was never brought up today, and it hasn't been for so long, because what came of that day is the strength of these people, and they really have spent this last year showing that, and the community has really embraced that, and that relationship is something they are so grateful for and what has helped them get through this year, and they will talk about that coming up tonight at 6.
Yeah, I think we all learned a lot from them. Thank you very much, Annie.
The Oak Creek police officer who was shot 17 times by the gunman that day retired back in June. President Obama honored Lieutenant Brian Murphy earlier this year.
And you are invited to a candlelight vigil for the victims that takes place at 8 p.m. Monday at the Sikh Temple at 7512 South Howell. You can take a lawn chair or a blanket to sit on. Candles will be provided.
And you can find the schedule of anniversary events and memorials on our website, TMJ4.com.